Today, John is going to give his statement regarding the company's money that went missing on Friday the 20th. The statement will be processed through AVSA Pro's neural network. AVSA Pro 1.7 specifically analyzes narrative, recording and quantifying stress in an individual's voice. John, let's begin.
So it was Friday afternoon, and I knocked off early from work. The boss said to me, because I'm leaving work early, I should, take the week's earnings with me and deposit them at the bank. I thought that the bank was quite close, so I thought I would walk there instead of taking the car. And so I left work. I finished everything at my desk. I started walking. I left. I said goodbye to everybody, and I started walking. So I started walking, and about a couple hundred meters down the road, I turned around and I saw this suspicious guy that looked like he was following me. He was walking quite fast towards me, and there's this type of guys. They look like that. They're really suspicious, and that they're trouble. So I started walking faster, and I didn't look behind me. I started panicking because I still had all that money with me, and I started walking past an alleyway, and then all of a sudden I was grabbed on the shoulder and pushed into the alleyway, and it was that guy that had been following me. At this stage, I was extremely scared. I didn't know what he was doing, but I was just, I knew that he was going to hurt me. And the next thing, he pulls out this knife, and he says to me, I saw that you had money. I know that you've got a lot of money on you. Give me the money, or else I'm going to stab you with this knife. And I was really scared at that stage, and I didn't want to get hurt. And then the next thing I saw, like another suspicious guy, come across. He was walking across the road, coming towards us, and I thought he was his friend. And then I thought, if I don't give them the money, then both of them are just, going to beat me up and harm me and everything. So that's when I decided just to give the guy the money. And I gave him the money and everything, and then I thought he was just going to leave me alone. And then he says to me, I don't want you calling the cops, or like calling security or anything like that. So he said that I must just wait where I am for half an hour, and I mustn't call anybody in that time. And I thought, maybe there's like a lookout or something like that, like one of his friends or something like that, that is going to see that I'm making a phone call and like calling the cops or something. So I waited half an hour, and the first thing I did was I just phoned my parents to tell them what happened, to tell them that I'm alright, and that the money was stolen and everything. And then I started, then I phoned the cops to report that the money was stolen. And then that was it.
One can hear that the statement is incoherent. This coincides with the stress levels analyzed by AVSA Pro 1.7. The high levels indicate deception. Therefore, the statement is false.